Whatnot is the sponsor of today's video. Thank you for your support.
Hello everybody, Silverpicker here, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my plans and goals for 2024 as it relates to both my coin collection, so my numismatic hobby pursuits, as well as my gold and silver stack, which is more related to my personal finance goals as well as my investing goals. So what you can see laid out before you is more or less my entire coin collection and my entire silver and gold stack. Now, that might surprise you that there's not actually all that much there, but for me, I like to collect a very narrow approach instead of going wide. I like to go narrow and deep, and I prefer quality over quantity. So we're going to talk a little bit about all the different things that you see on the table and some of maybe the surprising things that I'm actually planning on abandoning in my collecting journey. So we're going to get to that in a little bit, but I'm going to sort of break it down, like I said, into two categories. So let's get into the coin collecting stuff first, and then I'll move into the silver and gold stacking stuff. Okay, so we're going to clear some stuff off here. We're going to clear off the gold. These are gold coins. Those are gold coins. This we're going to get to in a minute. This is both gold stacking and numismatics, so we'll get to that in a second. But let's start with these albums right here. And we're going to actually start with this one, which is probably the most important one. Ooh, had it in there upside down. This is my United States typeset. This is the crown jewel of my collection. This is something that, you know, you never say never, but basically, no matter what happens with my hobby, no matter what happens with my numismatic goals, no matter what happens with my investing goals, this is something that I expect never to part with, never to sell. This is really like the cornerstone of my collection. And what is it? If you don't know, a US typeset is basically a collection of coins where you try and get one of every single, well, type of coin ever produced by the United States government. And I am really, really close to finishing it. So it goes by denomination. I have all the half cents. Now, again, everything that I say I have doesn't mean that it's the final iteration of that, right? The half cents in my collection are actually fairly worn, with the exception of the coronet. And the large cents are also, some of them are actually fire damaged. I bought them from a collection of someone whose house burnt down. So my point is that they're not perfect, and eventually they will be upgraded, but my main goal for this year with this collection is to just finish it, to complete it, to get the remaining few coins that I need to actually have a full US typeset. And there's only a few coins. I think it's only 4 coins. There's a quarter capped bust, 1831 to 1838. There is a capped bust with the reeded edge as opposed to the lettered edge $50. And there are the 2 seated Liberty silver dollars, the 1840 to 1865 with no motto, and the 1866 to 1873 with the motto. Now, I actually have a little bit of a plan for how I'm going to purchase these. So for those of you who don't know, the sponsor of this video and for most of my videos for the last almost 2 years is Whatnot. If you don't know what Whatnot is an incredible live video auction platform in which bidders and sellers come together in real time to buy and sell all sorts of really cool collectibles. Obviously, I'm mostly into coins and precious metals, but they've got everything. They've got trading cards, sports cards, comic books, video games, even sneakers. Basically, if you collect it, they have it. And by the way, if you use my link, whatnot.com/invite/silverpicker to download the app, not only do you get the app, of course, for free, but you also get $15 in Whatnot credit to spend on anything you want. And also at all of my auctions, I always have tons and tons of silver coins in the buy it now for $15 or less. So coming to my auction and using my link to download the app all but guarantees you free silver. So again, whatnot.com/invite/silverpicker, download the app and get that $15 free. So why am I bringing up Whatnot? Well, when you guys sign up for Whatnot, I also get Whatnot credit to spend on anything I want on the platform. So I've been talking with one of my buddies who's another seller on Whatnot, and I actually am planning on using my Whatnot credit to fill out the rest of this collection, and I think I can do it. I think I have about $1,500 in Whatnot credit that I can use, and these silver dollars are very expensive. I think they're between like $300 and $500 each for just, you know, a good condition one, meaning nothing special. But that I think I'll be able to complete, and I'm really hoping to do that in 2024. In fact, I am really planning on doing that in 2024, so mark my words, I am going to make that happen. And then, of course, like I said, eventually, you know, it's a lifelong pursuit. Especially any numismatic venture is a lifelong pursuit. So I'm going to be continuing to upgrade these until I think I have everything in probably like XF condition. But I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts on that. So that is for sure goal number 1, finish my US typeset. Now this is a collection, well, let me go to goal number 2 actually. Goal number 2 is another collection that I want to finish. This is the British Mandate of Palestine coin set. Now, unlike the typeset, this actually is a typeset and a date set in one, meaning this collection is so small, meaning the actual number of coins that were minted for this series is so narrow that you actually can collect every single date of every single denomination in one little album. And I'm already pretty close. I've already got the entire 1 mils, the entire 2 mils, the entire 5 mils, the entire 10 mils with the exception of 1937, and I'm missing 2, 3, 4, 5 20 mils. And this is the hard part, of course. I'm missing almost all of the 50 mils and all of the 100 mils, which of course are the most expensive ones, and of course are the ones that are silver. So it is going to be tough getting these, but the sort of my saving grace with this collection is that the 1931 100 mils is the key date of the entire collection, and I already have it. So what I'm hoping to do is actually finish this with trades. So like I said, with the US typeset, my plan is to use my Whatnot credit to finish that collection. And this I want to do with just trades. That's sort of my my little goal, my little challenge for this year. And if any of you guys have any of these, tell me what you're interested in, and we'll make it happen. And I really do think I can finish this if I work hard enough on it. And as many of you know, I actually do live in Israel, so this is a very personally interesting and important set to me. That's why I collect it. So I really, really enjoy it, and I think it'll be so cool having this piece of history in one album. So that is one that I'm definitely going to try and finish this year as well. Now, here is a third album that I have. This is the US commemorative typeset. And commemorative half dollars are one of my favorite sort of sub-collections of US coinage. Now this is something that I am definitely not planning on finishing this year because this is thousands and thousands of dollars worth of coins. But right now, it doesn't even look like a collection, right? I have the 1892 and 1893 Columbia Exposition half dollar. I've got the Stone Mountain half dollar. And I have the Booker T. Washington and the George Washington Carver half dollars. And that's it. And what I would like is I would like to at least get a few more of these to make it look like it's actually a collection. I even forget about this collection because I have made such little progress on it. So for this year, I'm really just hoping to turn this into like sort of the next goal, right? Like I said, I want to finish the Palestine album and I want to finish the US typeset. And once those are complete, so to speak, then I'll really be able to focus on the next venture. And I think that this is what I want to focus on. Now, here are 2 coin sets that I don't know what to do. I have my Canadian typeset and I have my Philippines typeset collection, and to be totally honest, I don't know if I want to continue them. So the main reason is that I feel like I started collecting these because I liked the idea of doing lots and lots of different types of typesets, right? I had made a lot of progress on my US typeset, and effectively the British Mandate of Palestine series is a sort of typeset, and I'd made a lot of progress on that, and I was itching for something new. So I really liked the Philippines coins because they are US related, at least some of them, and the Canadian typeset because I spent a lot of time visiting Canada over the years, right? I grew up in New York, not too far from the Canadian border, right? Drive 8 hours, boom, you're in Montreal. So I always liked that, but to be honest, I don't really connect much with either of these collections. And I haven't decided that I'm abandoning them for sure, but I think I may end up at least putting them on the back burner. So I think at least for the time being, I'm not going to trade any of these away, right? I'm not going to trade any of these coins away, but I'm not going to be actively prioritizing either of these collections this year. So that may change, right? Don't come at me if in like a few months I say, oh, I changed my mind, I'm going to be putting more emphasis on these, because, I mean, everybody reserves the right to change their mind, but at least at this stage, I think I'd rather focus on finishing those 2 sets and continuing on the US commemorative type set as opposed to really diving any deeper on this. And I think that before we get to the US gold stuff, which there's a ton of US gold that I want to talk about, I will take a little break from coins to talk about this guy, my US currency type set, which is a very, very important set to me. And I absolutely love it because, look, for everything that you like about coins, other than the metal content side, you have such a bigger canvas to work on when it comes to banknotes, right? There's so much beauty and art, and there's so much more that can be done with a banknote. So I actually kind of stalled out on this collection a little bit because I really got a ton of good stuff over the last couple of years, but I haven't really added much to it in a while. Maybe little things here and there, but nothing major. I am not going to be actively pursuing to build this collection this year, but I definitely am not going to disband it, and I still look at it as a major project of mine. Now, let's sort of transition towards my stacking goals while still talking a little bit about coin collecting. So, as many of you know, one of the other sets that I'm working on is a US gold typeset. But after I bought this album, I started getting into grading coins. I started with PCGS, but I'm exploring other options as well, and I decided to make my US gold typeset a graded set. And man, this is a beautiful, beautiful set, right? I've got this gorgeous $1, I've got another gorgeous $1 going up the denominations, right? I've got this beautiful MS64 $2.50 Liberty and a $2.50 Indian. I'm trying to do this set in AU58 and higher. Eventually I'd like to upgrade them all to mint state, but you know, we'll get there when we get there. But I'm doing really, really well on this set. I could ostensibly finish a full US gold typeset this year because I actually have quite a bit of fodder for trading, right? So while I only have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 coins in my graded typeset thus far, and let's see how many are there total in what I'm trying to collect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there are 20 gold coins in the US gold typeset. That means I'm halfway through. Now, it seems a little far off, but I have all of these coins, which some of them I still need to grade. Most of these are duplicates though. And I have a tremendous amount of other gold coins, US and foreign. Well, I shouldn't say a tremendous amount, but I have a bunch of gold coins. I have a bunch of British gold coins, like these gold sovereigns. I've got, what else do I have in here? I've got an Austrian coin. I've got a bunch of gold here that I would be willing to trade. So, that's where you guys come in. If you guys are interested in making any trades, let me know, because I want stuff that I can grade that will grade out at over, I would say, more or less AU58, and I'm willing to trade so that I can complete my set. So essentially it's gold for gold. It's just if you're interested in, say, British sovereigns, or I've got some Dominican Republic gold coins, etc., maybe that's more your jam and you'd be willing to part with some of your US gold. So that's another option. Plus, I also have a bunch of other graded gold. These are duplicates, meaning coins that I don't need for my US typeset, but these are already graded. So I'm open to trading these as well. And some of these have incredible grades. Like this is a MS62, MS63, that's AU58, 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 MS64. So there's some good stuff in here, and I'm willing to trade any and all of it. So just to recap, I want to completely finish my US coin typeset, and I'm gonna be doing that through using my Whatnot credit. I want to completely finish my British Mandate of Palestine collection. I want to do that through trades. I want to make a dent on the US commemorative typeset, and I'm also going to do that through trades, but for non-gold. And then I want to finish my US gold typeset graded, and I want to do the grading myself, and I want to do that through trading other gold. So that's my plan for 2024 for my numismatics. But what about for my gold and silver stack? So as you can see, there's a huge crossover. I have a tremendous amount of gold coins, but most of them are numismatic, or at least semi-numismatic, but I also have a bunch of gold bullion. So for instance, I've got a couple of these gold Krugerrands, and I want to basically, you're going to be surprised by this maybe, but I actually want to trade away some of my gold bullion, meaning my non-numismatic gold, for usable gold. Now what does that mean? What am I talking about? Well, specifically, I'm talking about jewelry. I'm a huge, huge proponent of enjoying your stack, right? What other type of investment can you enjoy, right? You can't enjoy a stock, right? The stock is a digital thing in your trading account, but you actually can enjoy your precious metals investment. And I do that mostly through numismatics, right? There's clearly a crossover between investing in precious metals and coin collecting, right? I enjoy all of these different gold coins, and that really is what makes up my gold stack. And I mostly divested from silver in exchange for gold because it's just a little bit easier for me to keep. I keep all of this stuff at my bank safety deposit box. I know, a lot of you guys find that controversial, but for me, it's safer to keep it at the bank and take it when I need to shoot videos or enjoy it, etc. And it's there for when I need it. But I feel a lot safer having it at the safety deposit box. But anyway, I use this as sort of my collection and my stack. But I do have a bunch of, like I said, Krugerrands and various other gold coins that really are just for stacking. They're just for investment purposes. They are not for collecting, for anything else. It's just for being able to store wealth in the form of gold. And frankly, I really like wearing a gold necklace, but I've never had a really nice one. So what I'm thinking is I might want to trade one of those Krugerrands, which is like a $2,000 or $2,100 coin, for a nice gold chain that's got the same amount of gold in it. Probably 18 carats, so it'd be heavier than an ounce, but it would be essentially 1 ounce worth of gold, but in a chain. I'd love to get a necklace and a bracelet, and I think that that's a way for me to basically turn some of my stack into something usable. But in terms of growing my stack, basically I'm looking at that from a completely opportunistic basis. I'm not actually planning on buying much more gold or silver specifically to stack, meaning specifically for my investment. I'm comfortable with the amount of gold that I have as a percentage of my overall net worth and my overall portfolio, so I'm not actually looking to buy more. But what happens frequently is I'll buy a big collection of coins, and there'll be some gold coins in there, and essentially what I'll do is I will sell off the rest of the collection and then just keep the gold coin, which is basically my profit. So I'm essentially keeping my profit in that gold coin. So nothing is coming out of my bank account per se, but I'm still able to grow my silver and gold stack just like that. So that's what I want to do. So I'm really curious to hear what your guys' plans are for both collecting and investing for 2024. So please put your ideas down in the comments section and let me know what you guys are going to be collecting and what you guys are going to be investing this year. And like I said, any of you who are interested in doing trades with me, certainly we'll do a video about it, and it'll be a lot of fun. So message me on Instagram at @thesilverpicker if you're interested in doing that. And of course, Patreon patrons can message me within our private Discord server. So let's talk, let's do it. I am so excited for 2024. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's to everybody, and I really hope you enjoyed this video because I got a lot more awesome stuff coming down the pike. So stay tuned, and until then, Silver Picker out. A huge thank you to all of my wonderful patrons. If you're not yet a patron, join the Patreon, the links are below, and you'll get access to my private Discord group in which all sorts of collectors come together to talk shop, talk coins, and just have a good time.